Well, folks, it seems our dear leader has done it again. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the economic waters, President Trump has decided to drop a depth charge of epic proportions, the Liberation Day tariff plan. Because nothing says Happy 4th of July like the prospect of a trade war, am I right? This isn't exactly breaking news, is it? Trump's love affair with tariffs is about as well documented as his love for, well, himself. But this time, he's gone full Tariffzilla, slapping new levies on goods from pretty much everywhere. China, the EU, your Aunt Mildred's knitting circle in Saskatchewan. Nobody is safe. The man clearly subscribes to the go big or go home school of international diplomacy. The problem is, when it comes to tariffs, going big often means going broke. And by broke, I mean potentially sending the global economy into a tailspin, the likes of which we haven't seen since, well, the last time Trump decided to mess with tariffs. So, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive headfirst into the wonderful world of Trump's tariff plan. And spoiler alert, it's about as pretty as a dumpster fire in a clown factory. Let's break down this beautiful monstrosity, shall we? Starting April 5th, a cheerful 10% tariff will be applied to all imported goods. Think of it as a little welcome to America tax, except instead of funding infrastructure or education, it'll probably just end up lining the pockets of Trump's buddies in the steel industry. But wait, there's more. Because why stop at a measly 10% when you can really stick it to those foreigners? Countries with the audacity to have a trade surplus with the US will be hit with even higher tariffs. China gets slapped with a whopping 34% tariff, which could jump to a gut-wrenching 54% if they don't get their fentanyl problem under control. Because nothing says we're serious about drug addiction like punishing an entire country with economic sanctions. Vietnam, 46%, Japan, 24%, India, 27%, and the list goes on and on. It's like a greatest hits album of countries Trump feels have wronged him, set to the tune of economic devastation. Now, what's the supposed rationale behind this tariff palooza, you ask? Well, according to the administration, it's all about making America great again, of course. These tariffs are supposed to reinvigorate American manufacturing, because nothing says booming industry like higher prices on raw materials. Secure American jobs, unless of course you work in an industry that relies on imports, in which case, good luck. Lower energy costs, because tariffs on solar panels are totally going to make renewable energy cheaper. Reduce the national debt, because raising taxes on consumers is a foolproof way to boost government revenue, right? If this all sounds like a steaming pile of economic horse manure, that's because it is. Even a chimpanzee with a calculator could tell you that slapping tariffs on everything is a recipe for disaster. Economists are warning of market disruptions, soaring consumer prices, and a potential global trade war that could make the 1930s look like a picnic. But hey, who needs experts when you've got gut feelings, right? So, what does all this mean for you, the average American who just wants to buy their groceries and not have to remortgage their house to do it? Well, in a nutshell, it means things are about to get a whole lot more expensive. That new iPhone? Pricier? That Toyota Camry you've been eyeing? Forget about it. That cheap beer you like to guzzle on the weekends? Get ready to pay top dollar? And don't even get me started on the stock market. The mere mention of Trump's tariff plan sent investors running for the hills, and the Dow Jones took a nosedive faster than a pelican with a broken wing. So, what's the takeaway here? Well, if you're a billionaire CEO who stands to benefit from corporate tax cuts and deregulation, then congratulations. You're probably doing just fine. But if you're one of the millions of Americans who rely on a stable economy and affordable goods, then I'd suggest you brace yourselves. Because Trump's tariff plan is about to make life a whole lot more turbulent. And trust me, that's not fake news. It's just the cold, hard, tariff-laden truth.